I can't leave you guys alone for 2 seconds. 2 seconds. I literally was all like, I'm gonna go to the bathroom and I'm gonna go and get some water. And then you sit here and you break something, or in your defense, everything. Oh my gosh. Whoops, didn't mean to click on that. It was hours you left us here. No, the stream has only been up for 10 minutes. I gotta leave you for hours. Or at least long enough for you to break something without it actually being on. SMH. But hello. Hi, Willow. How are you? Put my phone there. This there. Make sure I got my blanket wrapped around me. I'm all nice and toasty. Oh, when you leave us, it feels like an eternity has passed. Aww. I'm so sorry to hear that. But I'm here. I'm here. Oh, we got the OG Dino Nugget. Let's go. But how are you, Willow? I was doing some stuff while the what was I doing? While the stream was starting, I was trying to find some stuff. I don't know who's going to be here. And so I wanted to be prepared, even if it was very, very last minute of me looking for stuff. Greetings from work. Don't get in trouble, but hey, we always know the people at work are the ones who procrastinate and do other things the most. I love. What the fudge was I doing? Who's on? Okay, Taco's eating. So this is my chest. It is my chest. Yes, okay, it's, I can't sleep. That's fine. Yeah, that's fine. I don't know what I need to do. Well, I do know what I need to do, but at the moment my brain is all scattered, so I don't know what I need to do, but I do and I don't. We're just gonna stand on this fire for right now. There we go. Get back to work before you get in trouble. It's a ghost town. If it's a ghost town, then technically he won't get in trouble. Because I do the same thing at work. I ain't gonna be lying. Granted, I might not be on Twitch, but I do be on that TikTok grind. I'm like, scroll. Ooh, interesting. Scroll. Ooh, interesting. But I hope you're doing well, Wolf, and I hope work isn't too draining. I was like, what the fudge? I don't appreciate that sound. Where could there... In here, maybe? Probably. No, but I didn't finish the whole thing, and I made sure it's lit up, so I don't... How big of a radius? Oh, he is sleeping. Okay, it's not in there. I did light it up. Thank you. Thought I saw something over there, but... Oh, no, I did. There's a zombie over there. Okay. Oh, there's a skeleton right there. Let me go deal with that. Yeah, we got a wall to build. Oh. You know? I thought skeletons were a little bit smart. with the fact that he was literally in water and he was safe. Goodbye. And there y'all go. Food for the pit animals. Let's see. Okay. Oh, hi, Mr. Creeper. Good thing I ain't gotta worry about you, because look what's over here. It's a cat. Are you gonna come past this cat? What? I've been lied to. Okay, no, he ran away. I'm like, I thought creepers were afraid of cats. Don't be freaking lying to me. Our man was all like, this cat ain't about to stop me. And I added this door for back here. Leave that. Okay. And then we just go around like this. And we're up here. And then we go around like this. And we're up on the tippy top. And this is the start. I gotta figure out something for this. Because granite, Taco won't let me put the front of the wall. But it can still at least look nice. Too tall? I'll be more surprised if I actually hit this. Oh my gosh. Yes! That's at 4070 at work. Freaking can see all those arrows go all the way down. Okay, then we go over here. I don't think I need that there. Do I put one on this side? Yeah, no, I did it. Okay, cool. I don't think I need one. Okay. This is where we keep continuing on. We basically repeat this. And I'm thinking we work top down instead of down up. Because here, as you see, we had like the whole entire side. Oh, Taco, I'm not technically allowed to destroy any of this besides the trees. So I think working top down might be helpful. So I just think I'm going to do that. So with that out, go come over here and I'm going to take a picture of this because I'm not going to need down there. I just want up here so I can like, let's see, what is it? Windows Shift S. There we go. There we go. Click. Give me, please. We're just going to minimize that real quickly. Minimize that real quickly. Keep minimizing it. Now, where the fuck did it go? Come back here. Minimize. There we go. And I'm just gonna stick it right there for now. I have notifications that I very rarely ever check because I got no Discord notifications. Let's do. Oh, wait, I can emote? Hold B. 3? Okay. I even realized that. Okay. Let's go over here. Okay, so top down. But I need to do this like one section right here, which will be going in right Yeah. Okay, so then I do need... So I basically just need to copy basically that one row going up. So I need deep slate, tough. Can I? I was wondering if you can treat it like a door. I need deep slate, tough, stair, cobblestone, stone, brick. I'm not gonna remember all of this. Yes, phone. Who is... What is this? Oh, it's not my phone. Okay. Cobblestone. Tough. Stone, brick, stair, cobblestone, brick. What came after that? It was... I don't know why I didn't grab 2 of everything. I should have grabbed 2 of everything because I got to copy this, basically. Doesn't this technically... Can't I do, like... No. Can't I do, like... No. I don't want it to go sideways, but I need to make it like a corner. Can I do that without having the extra piece I need? Hold up, I might need to put a stair here just so I can get it to look right. Stair. The backside I'm not too worried about because, I mean, nobody's really going to see it. That's not that. And a stair. I gotta make 2 of everything. Okay, come back over here. Come back up here. So let's see. Make that, and then no, I need to connect it to this. And maybe that means it should... There we go, yeah. There we go. Kind of wish I can make it look like that without having to do that, because you can kind of just really tell that it doesn't continue. Because the block is right there. It looks very stupid. Oh well. Can't do nothing about that one. Okay, then I do grab this. That. And then it's tough. Stair. Stair. Cobblestone. Cobblestone. Sneeze. Mute. Unmute. Brick. Brick. Oh, I gotta put something on the other side of that, don't I? I do. Hi, Green! It's the cat jams. We're jamming here. We're peanut butter and jamming. And then it's the walls. 3 and... No, 2 andesite? No. Yeah, 2 andesite and cobblestone. So... 4... 1, 2, 3, 4 andesite. 2 cobblestone. And I need 2 bricks real quickly for the stairs. Stairs are 2 blocks down, okay. But how are you, Green? 1, 2. 1, 2. And then 1, 2. And then there is a stair. And then the top part that looks like that. What is that? Cobblestone stairs. Yeah, cobblestone stairs. Do 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 do. 1, 2. Should I find glow lichen to put on the bridge? Come on. There we go. Hey, what is all the top? Top is cobblestone. And those are full blocks, right? Cobblestone, stone, brick, smooth slabs, and andesite. Oh wait, I also need to get, hold up. We need to make some lanterns real quickly, because lanterns are going to be our main light source, and I'd rather just have a whole bunch of lanterns on me instead of torches, so we don't have to come back and break them. Glowberries. Do I want to cook?
What is the difference between peanut butter and jam?
I don't know. What is the difference?
Okay, maybe I shouldn't tell that joke on this channel. If you know, you know.
Wow, green. Wow, I can't believe you. Bait me like that. You did that on purpose. That only made 9 lanterns. I mean, oh, I'm just gonna blocks in the ingots, ingots in the nuggets, nuggies, 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 and then all that into lanterns. Oh, I guess I didn't need all that many. Okay, there we go. And then that, and then take these 2, and you come back over here, and you make that, and then you come back over here, you make that, and with that, and then that, and there we go. We got lanterns. To be fair, I was trying to come up with a clean version of the punchline for a few minutes, but I couldn't think of anything, so I just said that instead. Well, I appreciate you trying to come up with a clean version at the very least. Kitty. I thought Minecraft almost lied to me for a moment because this creeper came running at me. Oh, I needed banners. Did I put banners on this side? I need to make more banners, which means I need red wool. I also need some emeralds. I need to go buy more food. If you prefer, I can say the actual punchline instead real quick. How bad is the actual punchline? I guess before you actually say it. What'd I come in here for? Banners. Wool. Red. And then There's no wool. Okay, I guess we're doing some shearing. Do we have any shears? Shears? I don't know if I used up all the, I'm just gonna make a new pair of shears. You can never have too many shears anyway, so. It is a monastery dirty, but far from the dirtiest of jokes. So, let's go with the aspect. Is it okay to be said in the chat? I guess should be the real question. If it's okay to be said in chat, then I will hear it. But if you don't think it should be said in chat, then... Making all the sheep naked. Because I need wool. There we go. Look at all the naked sheeps. I'm out of here. Thank you for your kind donation. Take this wool. $5 is probably shears up in here. No, there's flint and steel. That's completely different. Take that. Do we have any sticks? There's 10 sticks here. No sticks there. 10 banners is a good start because I don't think we're gonna make it that far to be able to use 10 of these.
What is the difference between peanut butter and jam? You can't peanut butter this stick up your ass.
Wow, Green. And I can't believe I was upset that I didn't know what the punchline was. I can't say anything. I did say that I wanted to know what the punchline though was. Oh my gosh. Well, what you been up to, Green? What you been up to? I somehow completely forgot that Thanksgiving was next week. How? I have no clue, but I did. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. No, come back over here. I need andesite. You, and you. Okay, so how long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Why did
7,
the sperm
8.
cross the road?
Why?
Because I put on the wrong sock this morning.
What the fuzz, Scavik? Yeah, I know. I was just looking at that. I was like, how did that go through? Interesting. I think because the auto mod on stream and what I have blocked on the app for text to speech is completely different. If I remember correctly, I'm pretty sure I have a hotkey to skip text to speech that have words in it that... Did I do that? I'm pretty sure I remember doing that. Well, the thing is, Grant, I can add that kind of stuff to the settings of text to speech to not be triggered. It's just the fact that it's a lot of individual words how I have to go through and stuff. I don't think there's just one generic, like, because of it being its own entity and everything. Hotkeys. Did I do a hotkey? Do, 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 do. I did do a hotkey. Cool. $5, I'm going to forget this hotkey when in need of time that I'm going to need it. Okay. True. But Skavik, how are you? Isn't it kind of late for you to be causing trouble in my chat? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Cool. Taco is sure taking his sweet time eating. Did that end as I go flying off? Do do do. I don't think nothing happened since it technically went through, but just sends the text. Yeah, because it already technically went through, so I don't think allowed. Because like I said, it's two separate entities. So because it triggered it, it allowed it to go through. Because text to speech might be hooked up as a channel point reward on Twitch. The wording goes through somewhere else the moment it's activated, even if it is technically held back. Because I don't think it plays stuff that is banned, but it doesn't like stop things that are held to be looked at first. It's a lurking taco. You still eating taco? What to say? You're taking a long time to eat if that's what you're still doing. Just randomly joined and saw your joke, so I wanted to do one too. Well, let's say I have one jokester that I need to deal with. I don't need 3 more on top of that. Oh, what you eating, Green? Or I wonder if he's lurking. I wonder if he's actually in the game. He didn't say anything in the game chat. So... Ooh, you know, I hope Taco just realized... You know when you send a Discord message and people are live that you don't get the notifications?
Yeah, I kind of noticed that after about 30 minutes.
Yeah. I was like, why is Taco sending alert? I was like, he's taking forever to eat. I got it. There we go. And I was like, maybe Taco's done eating, and now realizing that. And I was like, oh, Taco did send me a message. I see. I see.
Hi.
Yellow.
How are you?
I am good, besides the fact that I, for somehow reason, forgot that Thanksgiving is next week.
What? That you still got time? What's?
I mean, I just forgot. I thought I had another week. I was like, where the fuck did all the time go?
Oh.
That's all.
Okay.
Okay. Who's the first jokester? I mean, you're the original jokester,
Yeah.
Green.
This year's actually kind of organized. As far
And
as,
then
like,
oh, I meant to buy my food.
things I'm gonna do.
Mm-hmm.
Last year's there was a wrench, and I'm like, I don't know what we're doing.
And then
They were like, I
there's...
thought we were doing this, and I was like, I thought so too. And they're like,
Why
nope.
is their name
And
drawing a
everybody else is
blank
like,
now?
nope. And I'm like, okay.
Oh, I feel like a horrible person now because the other person who literally only comes in and makes jokes is name has
Like,
drawn a blank.
Every year for
I have
Christmas.
100% drawn a
You
blank
get a
on their
Christmas
name.
tree?
No, I'm a horrible
And then
person.
one year somebody's like, I want a palm tree.
Why a palm tree?
Because I want a palm tree. And you're like, everybody else is like, why a palm tree? And then the other half of the people are like, yeah, palm trees are cool. You get coconut. Let's do it. And we're like,
That's the most randomest of things
and
that
I'm like,
somebody asked for.
well, it's just like an example of like what the situation was.
Okay,
Like,
well then
what
why
the-
did a palm tree pop in your head as an example?
Because it fits the situation. So like,
Which is, what is the situation now?
you normally have a tradition around a holiday where you do the same
So
thing
this
every
person's tradition is to ask for a palm tree every
year.
time?
No.
Taco, you need to give a better excuse.
No, I'm being vague on purpose.
I don't like the vague. I take it literally.
Okay, so the situation is there's something that you do every year, and it's been like that
A
forever.
tradition.
Yes. And then one year somebody's like, no, I'm taking over. And then it's different that year. And then it comes around again and we're like, are we doing a palm tree? Or are we doing like a regular tree like everybody else?
Chips with ranch.
And I got the
Interesting
announcement. They're like, regular
combination.
Christmas tree this year.
But you
And I'm
called
like,
me a
okay, good.
jokester. I thought you would call me a
'Cause you
friend.
can't put much
I thought you would have been
ornaments on
offended if I
palm
said you weren't the
trees, so-
first one.
So yeah, this year things are regular.
But you are a friend. You're multiple things to me, Green. Mainly important. So you're doing a palm tree for a Christmas tree?
No, we get a regular Christmas tree this year, and
A real Christmas tree or a fake Christmas tree?
we have a 4-foot fake tree
Why only 4 foot? Are you?
because we don't have that much space in the house.
What is the difference between a chickpea and a
see.
garbanzo bean?
And Ray
I wouldn't
does the
pay to have a
decorations, and I
garbanzo
don't wanna
bean
make
on
her
my
do a
face.
whole 6-foot tree.
Is this how this whole evening's gonna go? Nah.
Yeah, it's just us two. It's not like we got like piles of presents under the tree.
You don't need piles of presents. Have the tallest tree possible.
I feel like I can hear something.
Oh, I remember why I came over here. Is it just us two today?
Yes.
I wasted so much time trying to be prepared. I was all like, I see signature, got his computer hopefully all together. Don't know if he's going to.
online too.
I was like, doesn't know if he's gonna
yeah.
join. So I was all like, let me make sure I got myself prepared just in case. And then it just ended up being us two.
And then he's like, and he's still online. And he's still online. Okay.
Yeah, I was like, here. Oh, I gotta be here. Oh, I can't wait to see what reactions I can get from my new and why the butthole questions I got. I've made a whole tab now. I'm prepared.
Nice.
I need to go find the rest of them. Like, I have like 6 of them at the moment, but I only have like 3 of them bookmarked right now.
Cool. I can't wait.
I can't wait either, because I feel like these are some pretty good ones that I picked out. And I'm also trying to make sure I can get like a mixture of like totally the butthole and then some that are like, nah, you're not the butthole.
Yeah. Okay. Man.
I don't know if
Everybody's
it's me,
getting 40/90s.
but
Y'all setting the bar so high.
I didn't set the bar that high.
You were the first person to set it that
I
high.
got a 40/70 because they went on sale.
Oh.
I didn't go to the highest possible. My friends are trying to tell me that I need to get a 40/90. I'm like, I got a 40/70. It was like, yeah, but you need to get a 40/90. It's better. I'm like, I don't want to go get a 40/90. My 40/70's barely used.
Oh, okay, cool. I'm gonna get a 40/70 too then. 90 is too much.
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Shoot, I was like the 40/70. I feel like it's too much from just me doing Minecraft.
Yeah, so now that I know that you got like all of that unlimited power from a 40/70, then I'm like, yeah, I'm all in on 70. Because I'm at 60s. So right now I got a 2060, so I'm like a few generations behind, but I upgraded from 50 to 60. So going to 70 and being able to get that much more, I'm like, okay, I can do that.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't. Unless I could find some kind of like maybe video rendering reason or something like that. I can't see why I would need to go all the way up there unless like everybody else had one. Then it's like peer pressure.
Yeah, I was. That's the only thing I can think of.
Like,
I still feel bad because
490
I really cannot, for the life of me, remember his goddamn name. And I don't know why I can't remember his name at the moment. I'm determined to find it because I feel crappy for not remembering.
So, do y'all usually do the same thing every year for Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, I mean, we used to go up to Michigan, but that's not probably going to be a thing ever again.
Oh. Okay.
Stazzy! That's who it is! I remembered!
Yes, that's the wrong material.
Stazzy is the
Oh, that's when you used to get the frozen hot chocolate?
is the trickster or jokester. Yes, sir. Because Tim Hortons up there, and Tim Hortons does frozen hot chocolates.
Are you not gonna be able to get one this year?
I mean, I told you Dunkin' Donuts do frozen hot chocolates. They're not like the official hot chocolates, but I mean, it's still a hot chocolate in the aspect of it being a hot chocolate.
So no, you'll deal with.
No, I'm not gonna be able to get one. If you mean like the official one.
And then you'll get the substitute.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to survive with the substitute for a while.
Okay. I am confusing myself. I should finish one side and then do the other.
Before you start another project, yeah. That's typically the best way to go about things.
Well, I was going down one side and then I ran into... Oh, I ran out of lava. And then I was like, well, if
Taco
I can't keep
command? I
doing
thought
this
taco was a
because
command.
the lava. And then I put the lava in. And then I was like, I need some
Is
glass.
taco not a command? I
And then
thought I
put the
made a
glass
command
in, and
for
I got
taco.
leftover glass. Let me do the other side.
Or maybe
and
I
then went over
got
the other side, and then I
rid
went
of
behind it. And then I'm
it.
like, wait a minute. What was I doing?
After they made that update where you can just put their name in the title and then people can just click on the name.
Knockoff. That's what it is.
Knock off what? What are we talking
The
about? Knock off?
the knockoff hot chocolate.
Oh yeah, it's not the real deal. It's not the original.
OG hot C.
Basically. Cobblestone, stone, cobblestone, stone, cobblestone. Cobblestone, stone, cobblestone, stone, cobblestone. Nowhere with me. But yeah, I wanted to say that Stazzy was the first, but then I thought I was gonna make you mad because you made jokes before Stazzy makes jokes. But Stazzy literally only comes in just to do the jokes. To do some joke or to prank me or to get me somehow, and then literally disappears after that. He's like a one night stand comedian. I think that's the right way I want to go about that.
Yeah, that was a bit much green.
Ah, that's why green won. I know.
Apparently, this is a family-friendly channel, and I'm like, no, it's not. Don't. I'm not a babysitter. Like, let one thing go wrong, and you'll be like, oh, cover your ears. Where's my food?
Okay, let's see. What do I need next?
It didn't even happen earlier. I was like,
huh?
I need to get this glass away from the backside of this lava blade, not blade, lava column.
Blade.
And the second one fell and got burnt, and I'm like, oh.
That's literally the reason why I got the maturity thing up. I'm like, I might be PG, but I'm not about to force the people I play with to be PG, and I don't care about that.
Yeah.
So that's why the maturity thing is on. And I just leave it on because I'm too lazy to sit here and have to keep switching it back and forth between when I'm playing with people and when I'm not playing with people. So it just stays on 24/7.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for me to be standing over here, and next thing you know, a creeper just to come out of nowhere. Or
Hey,
that
what you
skeleton.
working?
There we go.
Hey, what you working on?
Yeah, literally as I was talking about that today, saw a skeleton out the corner of my eye, and I was all like, nope, I'm not dealing with you today.
Oh, is stuff just spawning in the forest?
Yeah. Because I'm too lazy to light up at least a little bit into the forest.
Yeah, I'm the same. Y'all can watch.
Yeah.
Just don't bug me.
Mm-hmm.
That arrow comes flying in. I'm like, all right, you did that. You broke the one rule.
I don't know if I have that
The one rule,
enabled.
leave me alone.
Well, it is a command. I don't think it's enabled. Slots doesn't work because I'm pretty sure you need to have points for slots.
I feel as though I grabbed way too much stuff.
Yeah, there's like a lot of the commands are not enabled because of
I'm
Just,
go with it.
I don't know. I'm not a big fan of having all that stuff that's spammed and stuff in chat. I feel like having a lot of extra things can be kind of spammy.
I am in a conundrum.
Okay, what is this conundrum of?
So, it's something that's been like years in the making.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been trying to figure it out on my own, and I can't figure it out because I'm not that talented.
So it's an art kind of thing?
And I feel like this person is like making the steps to go in that direction. And I know I can't pull it off. I haven't pulled it off yet. And they're like, so next year, one of my goals is I want to pull this off. And I'm like,
oh.
I don't want to be that person that like
6 years
poops on somebody's idea.
Yeah, agreed. I didn't even know Twitch even existed until I was in college.
And I'm like,
and even then, I only knew because I was looking up videos.
Did you get like
for a game I was already playing?
And they were like,
and then
you'll be an astronaut?
They just happened to put like all this stuff is filmed on Twitch, and I was like, "What's Twitch?"
And I'm like,
and then I went to go look it up, and I was all like, "Wow, this is cool."
Do you have like an engineering degree, or have you passed any of the tests and stuff? And they're like, "Nah, I just thought of it yesterday." And I'm like, or like, I've been thinking about it for a couple of years, but I haven't done anything towards it. But next year I want to pull it off. And I'm like,
you should check out Willows.
Like, I see these other people being astronauts. I want to be one too. And I'm like,
yeah, I believe that because he's been streaming at his world since he started it, I'm pretty sure.
I was like, how about...
Yo, I beat Willow, yes!
Tiny thing first. And they're like, but that's not an astronaut. And I'm like...
Oh, I barely beat Willow.
But I think that you can do this. And I'm stuck.
Hey, 3 months is more than no months.
Because knowing my luck.
What is Taco talking about?
Like,
I'm not gonna lie, I zoned out.
Guess what? I filled out the astronaut application and now I'm an astronaut. And I'm like,
huh? Congratulations for being an astronaut now.
And I'm like, how?
You're an astronaut now, Harry.
Yeah, so I'm like, so I don't know. It's like,
you don't want to be an astronaut?
I don't want to shoot. What's this? It's one of those things where it's like, I've been trying to be an astronaut for like 10 years and like I haven't been able to do it. And they just fill out the application and then they're an astronaut all of a sudden. Like, what the hell?
Never.
Yeah, it's like, so that's where I'm like,
2.5 really, but still, I filled out an astronaut application too, but I
tried and
tried. All I am is
burnt out.
not that astronaut.
It's still a goal, but it's not a priority, and I'm not.
So your goal is to become an astronaut?
No, and I'm being vague again. So
oh my gosh, Taco, stop with the being vague.
No, you were following.
No, I was not. If I'm being honest, truth. I was building a wall and I was being very happy about how it was turning out.
So yeah, basically it's like I had this goal I've been trying for 10 years and I haven't been able to pull it off. And then like 9 years into it or like 7 years into it, they're like, I want to do this goal too because I see other people doing the goal, and I'm like,
Somebody
it's
else
a
wants
lot.
to do the goal that you're talking about, or is this another being vague thing?
It's less vague, but it's more accurate.
About a different goal, or somebody else wanting to do the goal that you're talking about?
Someone wanting to do the goal that I had been trying for 10 years.
Okay.
And because they see other people doing the goal in their like area, like in their area of hobby, and I'm like, it's a lot harder than they make it look. But they're like, but they just do this little thing right here, and it takes like 2 minutes, and I'm like, yes, it can take 2 minutes, but
The goal that you're trying to do for 10 years only takes 2 minutes?
no, like one thing that they do that works because
Oh, Green, I
they've already
know.
reached- the
I
other
remember
person is,
seeing
like,
on
the person
Twitter
that
that
they're trying
Twitch
to-
is trying to add an update to where the mods will be able to see
the person
the
that's
1 minute
accomplished the
warning
goal
of when the
can
ads
do
are
something
coming.
that takes 2 minutes and it does well.
So that's going to be a nice feature that if I forget and you see it, you'll be able to actually do the command and stuff.
because you haven't reached the goal yet.
Yeah. It also will give you the ability that if
And
I'm about to end and I'm
I'ma start working on the
forgetting
goal, and then it'll
to
be
like
great.
snooze
I'm
the
like,
ad, you'll also be able to snooze the ad for me.
think you should aim a little bit lower. A lot lower.
But yep,
And
ad
establish
soon.
A, B, and C first. But they're like, but that's not the goal. They're like,
Where is this?
so I'm stuck.
Don't snooze all the ads now. They increased how much you make from the ads. So I'm like, oh, great. More incentives to run ads. Totally. My job is trying to bribe us with pizza.
To work on the horrible days?
No. They want us to do this. Well, it's called Fresh Start, but it's basically some it's basically like a little video or questionnaire to keep you basically like up to date about. It refreshes to make sure you understand and remember what you're supposed to do about your job, basically. Or it's like safety videos that you're supposed to watch. Or it's stuff like that. And they're trying to bribe us to make sure we're doing that every single day. And I'm like, no, I'm not doing it.
Wait, so it's like training videos?
Oh, there we go. That's the word I'm looking for. Yeah, it's training video. Why did I make that into... Did I want to make that in the stairs? No, I wanted to make that in the walls.
Ooh. Are the safety / training videos that bad?
It's not that bad. I'm just too lazy to want to do them every single day I work. And they're kind of boring anyways. They've tried to make them better by adding games to it while you're also doing them. And is that always safety videos? Sometimes it's safety videos, and those you can get away with only having to do a video. The other ones are like these questions that you have to read all of this and then have a question test at the end. And you have to get certain amount of points or else you won't pass. And then you gotta redo the whole thing, you know.
Why are they examining y'all every day?
I don't know. But that's basically what it is. It can either be getting an exam or watching a simple video. And they're trying to bribe us to do it every day because the last manager we had that tried to force us to do it every single day got fired because of doing it for us instead. Yeah, so now they can't do it for us, so they're trying to they're trying to bribe us with pizza. You know, big corporations way of, oh, you're doing a great job. Here, have some pizza.
Is it good pizza?
It's, what is it? Papa John pizza, I think. I don't know. I can't remember.
How long is the exam?
Do a barrel roll.
It's depending on how long the thing is you need to read. And then after you read it, it's like 5 questions unless you get them wrong, and then you gotta redo it until you get like the passing score stuff. And
So do you only get the pizza if you pass, or do you get the pizza because you tried?
you get the pizza as long as you do it every single day you work, all the way until December.
Do you get? Oh, you don't get pizza every day you do it?
No, the pizza party isn't until December, and you have to do it every single day all the way up to December.
Oh no! The manager gonna have to do my test because I am not on board.
I'm like, they're trying to bribe us. I'm like, I'm not doing this.
That is not.
I will do it once a week. It's the best you're gonna get from me if I remember that.
Give me a slice of pizza and I'll take the exam. So you rather have pizza there every day, or y'all gotta figure something else out?
I agree. It is a crappy deal. And I'm like, I'm not doing this.
I was so on board. If I was gonna get pizza every day, I did the test.
No,
like,
you do
oh,
not
man, I
get
don't gotta
pizza
do
every
lunch no
day. And for me, the really reason why I'm not doing it, because I don't work the whole time, and so if I do it, they're either going to do it A, on a day I don't work, or B, because I work so early, I would have to stay after, because most pizza places don't even open up till like 11, and I get off work at 12. And so in the end, I would probably still not be able to even have it because I would be leaving if I don't stay.
Or if they just send it to your address. Be like, I did the test and here's my
Nah,
address.
I ain't gonna go through that much trouble to send me them dang pizza.
How long is the quit? Like,
How long is what?
how long is the exam?
It's 5 to 7 questions, depending on how much you had to read and stuff.
I wonder how long the reading is. I'm like, if the reading
It depends on if you actually
like,
read it or not, because I just go and scroll to the bottom to get straight to the test and just either pass or fail it all the way through. I root force the thing. I ain't even gonna lie. I don't do it a lot, but some of it is common sense questions, so it's not like too hard.
My entry, what is it? Not entry fee. What is it?
Wait, is the test thingy something that would allow
I guess
you to
there's no
take an
reverse of
extra
that.
break for the day? Because
Like-
that could be, no, it's not.
You pay
It's
an entry fee to
100%
get into
literally
a place,
just
but
something
there's
that
no
we're forced to do. Well, they're
there's
trying
no
to make us do.
fee to make you go
We don't
to
technically get in trouble for it, for not doing it, but the higher ups are getting onto the managers for
one
not
slice of pizza
making
per
us
exam,
do it.
and I will take it.
That's not a bad. That doesn't sound too bad. And so then that means if you did it for your whole 5 days, you get 5 slices of pizza, basically.
Yep.
Yeah, but then that would cost money, which means that that's totally not about to happen. Because they don't want
It's
to pay for
costing
nothing.
them money anyway.
It's not really costing them money. It's more so costing them having to listen to the higher-ups get on to them for not making us do that mess.
Well, it's costing them money for me to stand around and get paid.
Well, no, I mean, you're still doing your job. It's just you're not doing something else that's not technically part of the job.
Yeah. You basically having me sit here and read and still get paid. So I'm like...
Well, it's not sit here and read. It's like, okay, it's like you have your job to do. And you do that job every single day.
Yep.
And then on top of that job, they give you another job to do, which is take this test thing every single day on top of the job that you already have to do. That's what it is.
They don't set aside some time. They're like, all
No.
right, it's training videos.
No.
You gotta...
No, they don't set aside time. You gotta get this done on top of the work that you already also have to do.
Why is this getting worse and worse?
Yeah, no, this isn't set a time. They don't set the time aside. You
They're
gotta
like,
do
okay,
that.
You're like, all right, after your break, don't go back to what you're doing. Go take this test. They're just like, on top of your on top of what you're already doing, make sure you answer these before you go home.
Yeah, that's what it is.
That's...
Hence why, if I remember to do it, I'll do it. But other than that, don't stress myself out about if I get that done or not.
Yeah.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like I'm already doing my job.
Yeah.
Man.
And right now, I'm really not.
2 slices of pizza.
Nah, at the moment, my thing is I want some dang wheels for our dang equipment that we gotta use. And so at the moment, I'm on strike. I'm not doing those things. I'm on strike. I don't give a care about no pizza.
But I haven't had Papa John's in a long time.
Papa John just send me some deal, and then I'll go back and have some Papa John's.
Oh, they got all kinds of deals.
Well, yeah, but I hear a spider. Where are you? There you are, skeleton. Trying to enjoy the rain. Leave me alone. Oh my gosh. I can hear the spider all the way over here. There we go. But yeah, and so it's like, I'm like, I don't care. You can keep getting on to me, but it's not gonna change my fact on if I'm gonna do it or not. If I do it, I'll do it. If I don't, oh well, I don't care.
Let's go. I don't understand why it's being done like that. It makes no sense. If it's that important, set some time aside for it.
I know my department at the moment, because of the holidays coming up, we don't really have time to be trying to set aside that much time. So then on top of that, it's like, you want us to do something, but we don't have time to set aside that time because of the holidays and everything. So it's not a feasible option.
Yeah, they should just cancel the program.
Oh, the creeper! Nope. 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 This parkoured up on top of this house so fast.
Yeah.
What was that? I might have to let this Renegade Iron Golem out of the cage over here. Oh my god. It came out of nowhere. Well, actually, it didn't come out of nowhere. It came out of the forest that I knew was a fish it could have come out of.
That gives me flashbacks of too many trees.
I'm sorry, I can't. That was still so funny. I'm so confused on how I can't even remember how it happened so fast.
Yeah, it was like, did we have the tree machine at the time?
Yeah. But it was just the fact that...
Oh, he wanted to use dark oak, so we
yeah,
couldn't
he
use the
wanted
tree
to
machine?
use dark oak for his house. But I don't understand how we didn't see him plant all those trees until it was too late.
Yeah, because I was like, fine, I'll plant some trees for you. And then I planted them, and then he also planted them, and then forest.
The forest was basically introduced. Oh my gosh. I still can't even with that. I'm so upset that I really wish I had.
Oh, the vibes.
Yeah. Yes. I wish I had the VODs of those times. Oh my gosh, that was too good.
Good time.
Or just like I wish I had the VODs of our CFB days.
Oh, yeah.
I have the clips of like that one whole crazy interaction we had with that player and stuff. And they but like it's like broken up into clips because back then I didn't understand highlights, and so instead of just one whole highlight is just like I think like 2 or 3 clips.
Okay. What happened? I just remember we were on the island and Deep was like, "Watch out for that snake," and I'm like, "Oh, the snake got me."
We came across another player's ship, and while Deep was being a distraction, we robbed them. But at the same time, they had one of their players come onto our ship, and they hit up there where the gunpowder barrel was. And I went all the way up to the top and I apparently didn't see them up there. And so they ended up jumping down and tried to sink us by lighting the gunpowder. But we ended up saving the boat anyways.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Good times.
Yeah, because I was like, how the fuck did I not know? And then I rewatched the whole clip and I was like, oh my gosh. I literally looked right over the dude. Because you can see in the clip, you can see him laying down and stuff.
Is Sea of Thieves still a thing?
Yeah, apparently Sea of Thieves is on Steam now.
Oh, interesting.
And they announced something on... I know they announced something on Twitter. I can't remember how far ago it was. That might make me go back to the game. Because they announced the ability to have private sessions.
Yes.
So you don't have to deal with people. And I know there was a whole bunch of backlash from it, but I'm like, as somebody who's had one too many bad experience on the game because of other encounters with players, that's a breath of fresh air and makes me want to maybe retry it again.
Oh my god, yeah. If we could, like...
Because, like, I can understand going into the game if I want to do PvP against other people, but Sea of Thieves had such an amazing storyline, and I just wanted to play the storyline. And it was so hard to do that when we kept getting these
interference
butthole people. So that was the main thing about them talking about adding the private server and stuff. It's been on Steam for a really long time, like the same time we've been playing. Really? I thought it went on Steam later than that.
Huh.
Like, I swear it went on Steam later than that, because I would not have bought it through the dang Windows store if it was on Steam. So I know it wasn't on Steam when I started playing it, because I hate the dang Windows store and buying games from it.
Oh, and then you couldn't play the game if you installed it on a drive that wasn't the C drive?
Yeah.
And I didn't figure that out until after we already streamed. So my whole stream, I'm like turned to the left because I'm playing off a Ray Ray's computer.
I remember that.
So, yeah, and it's like, yeah, I think the stream, I was streaming from my computer, but I like remoted into Ray Ray's computer, and I couldn't play off of the display that I had on my computer because it was delayed by like a second or two.
Green says that she has it on both, and it doesn't work that well through Steam as when I tried playing it through that. But maybe they fixed it since then, because that was a really long time ago.
Okay.
Honestly, I wouldn't know, because like I said, I have it on from the Windows Store, and I'm not about to buy it again on Steam.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Skull and Bones. Skull and Bones.
Skull and Bones. What the fuck does this look like? This is ticking me off. Why is this not smooth? Is this not look smooth? Wait a minute. Has this never looked smooth? What the? Oh, wait, no, no. Oh my gosh, I've been lied to my whole entire time. Why are we reading? Why are we reading? I'm so mad. The wall is gonna lie to me. I thought it was smooth this whole entire time, and it's not. Maybe it's just this texture pack that extends it out a little.
That reminds me of Miss Doubtfire.
What?
The whole time? The whole time?
The whole time. Hey, stop reading. You should try to relax. No, it's not smooth. There's cobblestone and brick and stuff, not smooth stone. Green over here with her jokes talking about, yeah, it's not gonna be smooth because you didn't use smooth stone, you used cobblestone and brick. Enjoy your lurk while relaxing at work. Oh my gosh. Oh. Wood. Sticks. No, I have some signs. How much is it around? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, that's not enough signs there. Take this and I do this to make. Do that.
Do you ever want to play Skull and Bones?
Skull and Bones?
Yes. It was supposed to compete with Sea of Thieves, but it never came out.
Oh, wait a minute. Didn't I post a game in game suggestions that I said it was supposed to be like Sea of Thieves, but no PvP or something like that?
Yeah.
Was that the name of it?
No.
Okay.
That's another game out. Another game that came out before Skull and Bones.
Okay. Wait, so did Skull and Bones ever come out?
I don't. If it still hasn't come out, I would not be surprised. I hope it did. I'm like, it's been.
Hello there.
It got announced around the same time as Sea of Thieves.
Hello
and they were supposed to be
there.
competitors, and then it just never came out.
But yeah, I tried Sea of
I think it was supposed
Thieves
to come out this
once
year,
a
finally.
month-ish ago, and I must
But-
have missed the private server thingy. I'm going to have to take another look at try that.
But yeah, I don't even know.
I mean, it might not be completely private servers, but I know there's a way to where you can still play with your friends, but you can play it with, you can like play through the game and play the story mode without having to deal with other players. I don't remember if it was a private server thing or how they did it, but I remember them announcing that on Twitter because me and Kat, the cat is alive, we're both like, yes, we might go back to the game because we won't have to deal with these kind of people. Oh my gosh, because that was one of those games that I was okay with playing by myself, but you would get paranoid because of other players because 99% of the time the interactions weren't nice.
Oh, excuse me.
Not Disney Cat. What's the point? Disney Cat won't play any other freaking games. If it's not an FPS shooter game, she just is all like, no, I'm not gonna play it.
I'm curious. Did it actually come out?
Might as well just go ahead and look and just figure out your curiosity about it.
Skull and Bones release date.
Release date. Sea of Thieves isn't an FPS shooter. It's just also an explorer and treasure hunting and whatnot game too. I mean, 7 Days to Die is also an FPS game once you find the gun. But it's also all of this other stuff.
It was supposed to come out.
And she refuses
Oh my
to
God.
play it too.
It hasn't come out yet.
Rip.
No, it has.
Oh.
Oh no, no, it has a price, but it's still not come out yet.
Oh my gosh, they put a price on something that hasn't came out. That's what they talk about, putting a price tag on games, on your fun right there. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to go down and find the doors.
Okay, the reveal came out in July 2022.
What's that matter? The game's not out.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like when we first heard about it.
I feel like I remember you telling me about
It's almost 2 years,
that.
which is not that bad. Yeah, it's still not out. They pushed it again.
Oh wow, I would have never thought that. And where's my ink this thing?
Ubisoft delays Skull and Bones yet again, cancels 3 other games. That's so sad. Sucks.
I did do this right? 2 2 2 2. That one was 3, and then that's 4. The fudge? No, 1. Oh, was that supposed to be 1 2 2?
1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1 2 2 1
1 2 3 4 5. No, it's supposed to be 1 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 1 2 2 1 2.
Buckle my shoe.
Okay, so this went right. You want to know? I don't even care. I'm just going to change this one. Make that andesite. There we go. Oh, well.
What happened?
Oh, no. I was just trying to figure out why I couldn't get my pattern to sit right. And because my pattern just, I guess, doesn't work to be even and stuff.
The way you said pattern reminded me of someone who used to say pattern different weird.
Are you saying that I say pattern differently weird?
No, it almost sounded like the way that person said it. So I'm from up north, but I've been down here most of my life. And up north, they say pattern.
Pattern?
Yes. Did you? Pattern?
Veteran?
No, pattern.
Pattern?
Put an E after the R.
E after the R?
Yes.
Pattern.
Yes.
Pattern.
Oh my God, you say it like that.
What did I do?
Pattern.
Oh, whoops. Okay, okay, so I found it, what it is. So the private server thing, it will be added in December and it will be called Safer Seas. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Safer Seas, meaning you can still play the story mode and everything and progress throughout the game without having to deal with PvP people.
That's sad that they have to call it Safer Seas.
Because it was so toxic. You don't understand. Like, I even went to the dang forum to complain about how toxic it was. And oh my gosh, the people in the forum was even just as toxic as the people in the game.
Oh my God.
I was like, what is this, a double-sided sort of toxicity people? I just want to enjoy the dang story. And you can't do that because people would steal the story item things that you needed. Which was stupid in my opinion. Don't put a story game in something that they can steal from, because then you're just going to make it where you can't progress in the stories. Or you go and progress in the story and then they sink your boat and then you got to go all the way back and like to go get a boat and then have to come back to get the items because you can't swim in the sea because the sharks will spawn and then they'll sit there and like, it was so stupid.
They could have come up with a better name to like.
Ah, it's exactly what it needs to be, straight and to the point. Safer seas.
I know, that's just unfortunate that they had to call it that. I thought I grabbed too much stone and I just ran out of stone.
I've been too lazy to make a crap ton of everything I need. Not really thinking about the fact that I'm gonna have to use all of this stuff, so I should just make a whole sugar box of andesite walls, a whole chest of freaking cobblestone brick stairs, a whole bunch of this, a whole bunch of that, because I like so gone ho thinking that I'm not gonna use it all and I don't want to have extra, but I've only literally just started on the wall and I know I'm gonna use all of it.
Did you say sugar box?
I said sugar box, but I gotta remember I'm not on my world, I'm on yours.
Yes.
The Sea of Thieves community is so freaking toxic. Like, I'm not sure if I can name a worse game community off the top of my head. Like,
oh, what's that one? What's that one that everybody's like, I play the game, but I hate it?
League of Legends.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's toxic or just an actual addiction. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that game borderlines an actual addiction. Like Sea of Thieves, I think almost in my book tops Rainbow Six Siege and toxicity. And that's saying something because I stopped playing Rainbow Six Siege because of how toxic the community was.
I remember you and Chaotic used to play that all the time.
We actually started playing it again recently. Well, actually, I've been playing it for a while. I actually just got Chaotic back into playing it again.
Oh, back on that train.
League of Legends does have more overall toxicity, but I think proportionately to the amount of players, Sea of Thieves is much worse. Yeah, because I think League of Legends, I think is just, as Green says, it's proportioned around to where I think it doesn't make it seem as bad, even though it is toxic, compared to Sea of Thieves, where it's not proportioned well. So everybody is just always 100% toxic.
Yeah.
Where League of Legends, it's proportioned enough to where you can get some good games here and there.
Yeah. There's so many players that the toxicity, I guess, is diluted.
Yeah.
And with Sea of Thieves, it's such a small player base that, like,
it's not diluted whatsoever.
Yeah.
Alright, well, I'm about to just make a whole bunch of trips back and forth real quickly. I'm gonna take all the cobblestone and just fill up a whole one chest over there, and a whole chest of andesite, and a whole chest of stone, and a whole chest of stone bricks. Cause I'm tired of running back and forth and grabbing like 2 stacks, even though I know I need more than that for one little section of wall.
Should I make a rail?
That is doing the most.
Huh?
That is doing the most, dog. I'm not about to make a rail system all the way over here. Why did the taco cross the street?
All you gotta do is push
Why?
the stuff along.
Too lazy to. I'm sorry. Nope. This one, and then this one, and then that
See,
one.
what
and
you're
then
doing is more work.
If it's what works for me, it's what works for me. Now the cobblestone goes in there. And with the walls and the stairs and all the... I didn't mean to throw that stone cutter there, but give me that, thank you. Stone cutter goes
That
there.
strong back in them big old pockets.
And then stone goes there. Right along with these slabs. And then this one is gonna be andesite with the andesite walls. And this one's gonna be the stone brick stuff. And I'm gonna put all of this up in here so I can have free actually take my bed with me, because it's gonna be 2 seconds and I'm going to lose it, and then I'm gonna be like, where the fudge did my bed go? And then there we go. Okay, time to go make some material trips, because this is gonna be my life for the rest of the year, basically.
Do you like puzzles?
Yes. Well, I do. Do I do puzzles? No, unless I'm with my friends and I'm doing it with them.
So, let's say you and your friends were chilling like, I don't know, somewhere, and then somebody that brought a puzzle and put it on the table.
Because Beauty and the Beast was on the TV and he was afraid of tacos.
Would you feel compelled to want to work out the puzzle?
If it's what my friends also want to do, then yeah. We've done that before, but only one time.
Yeah, at at work, we were taking some kind of class. And, one of the
I don't
activities
know,
was a puzzle,
wasn't there
and they split
with
us into three
him.
groups,
Somehow
and
y'all
three
do it.
And like,
I'm doing good. How are
Everybody-
you? Yes, you. Yes,
everybody was
right.
like, "Oh, cool puzzle,"
This
and then
been a while since we-
60% of us were like, "Fucking puzzle, yes!" Oh, and we
Tried to
started on
listen
it,
in on Taco's
and then we
story at
all
the
got
same
competitive.
time.
And everybody went into their own methods. Like some people were like, I'm gonna grab all the blue, and other people were like, I'm gonna work around the edges. And then like 5 minutes in, the person leading the activity was like, okay, time's up now.
It's been a
Go ahead and
while
put
since
everything
any of
down,
us
and then
played it,
we'll go through the rest
but
of this
it's
presentation, and then after that, then we
something
can go back to the puzzles.
we've been talking about the
like,
last 15 minutes or so. Or you
a few
part
people
of
were
the
like,
Sea of Thieves group back
just
in
ignoring
day?
the
I know
presentation and continuing to work on the puzzles.
Me,
And then I was like,
Milo, and
I wanna hear the presentation, but if I don't work on this puzzle, he's gonna finish it, and I wasn't able to work on it anymore. So I was like doing half and half. And then once all three puzzles were done, then we all started paying attention again.
The fluffiest fluff. Fluffy fluff. I remember they used to play with us. So did you win the puzzle game? The puzzle game? Did you win building the puzzle?
No. There was one group that was faster than us. But
and
yeah, our group of three, like one person was like, "This is kind of cool,"
and
then
us too.
The other two of us were like,
she was part
"This
of the
is my
group.
method," and the other person's like, "I must finish." It was funny, like.
But yeah, I am
after the fact,
100%
like,
a people pleaser.
Everybody go puzzle crazy. Yeah, I think out of the whole group, one person was like, "Puzzles are alright." And then everybody else was like, puzzle.
Yeah, now as in that aspect, like you were saying, you were in the meeting and stuff, and they put a puzzle down. Oh yeah, I'm gonna sit there and I'm gonna do that puzzle now. I ain't have to listen to this meeting. You've lost me there. You put this puzzle in front of me. Yeah, I'm sorry. It's all over, fam. Now I ain't paying a bit of attention. Nigga asked me a question. I'm like, what was the question? I was distracted by this puzzle.
Yeah, it was interesting. So I saw this one anime about space, about astronauts. And one of their challenges was a solid white puzzle. Would you
No.
No?
No.
Not even curiosity?
No. Curiosity kills the cat. That just sounds like death and torture right there.
Really?
Yeah.
So regular puzzle, you're like, cool. And then like,
I would do 1,000-piece, 500-piece puzzle before I do a solid white puzzle.
what if it's like 60 pieces?
No.
Really?
Oh, we Nerva friends and I are proper
Like,
Nerva.
is it like a difficulty thing or a time investment kind of thing?
I've been one, so I thought you might have been. I am not doing an all white puzzle, Taco.
What? I'm curious, like, why yay puzzle, but then why no white puzzle?
I gotta have standards, okay? That doesn't fall in my standards of... I do a puzzle because of how it looks. If I get a solid white puzzle, I'm not sitting here and doing it. Unless it's something interesting or intriguing about it, like it's a 3D white puzzle or something like that, or it makes a spear or something. I'm not about to sit here and do this.
Okay. So for you, it's like the journey of building the picture.
It's also just having the attention. Yeah, if you give me a solid white puzzle, I'm probably not gonna have enough attention span now. So sit there and do it.
Interesting. So for you, it's putting the picture together.
Well, how they're heading probably
Not really about putting the pieces together.
Yeah.
For
And even
me,
then, I mean, I still start with the edge and go from there. Or I'll find a whole bunch of one certain piece of it to put it all together, but it still is about the picture, though.
Okay. For me, I think it's like
It'd be nice. It became too toxic to play, and even I'm not even. It became toxic. Yes. Even people who didn't play the game saw how toxic
like half of the
it
interest
was.
about the picture.
It's the toxic
And put that towards the
that
pieces?
wants to lead you to the path that
And
rots,
then for the
but
picture,
it takes too
if
much
it's
effort.
something boring,
Why does that exactly
then
actually
the
toxic?
timer
Why are you looking at
starts.
me?
So like,
Yeah, that's what I thought.
if it's like a picture of a bunch of barrels stacked on a pier, and I'm like, eh. But if it's like
what if some of the puzzle pieces are
and, like, some
slightly different
landscape,
shades
then
of
I'm
white
like,
and spells out a secret message when completed? That would have been different, Green. Maybe I would have actually done that. Green said, what if it was a puzzle pieces where they were slightly different shades of white and it spelled out a secret message when completed? That one I would do. I would do that because I would want to know what the message says.
That's an interesting concept. Yeah. What was it? Have you ever done a double-sided pizza? Double-sided puzzle?
No, I have not had a double-sided pizza before. How is that made?
By accident.
Because I'm about to say, does that mean the bottom part's very crunchy? Because basically, I'm assuming that means you have the toppings are on the outside, or are we talking about, or when you mean double-sided, do you mean double the meat side inside, and then the top and the bottom are both crust, or the outside are both the toppings, and then the inside is 2 layers of crust?
Yeah, it's like it's either a mess or it's a calzone.
We said double-sided. We didn't say fully encased. A calzone's fully encased. If you remember our whole conversation about what's a calzone.
Sandwich.
Yeah, sandwich. Or apparently inside out calzone. I don't know how pasta correlates with this, but pasta was giving us an answer.
You know what? Yeah, that kind of makes sense. It's like a carb with sauce and toppings all around it.
I can kind of see it.
Oh, I was like, how did we get to?
I love you, I respect
pasta?
you, but that
A double-sided puzzle.
Yes.
Have you ever?
Is that an actual thing, or are you talking about what I ever like doing in general?
Oh, it's an actual thing. I think I have one in another room.
I've never seen. How would you get to see both sides of the puzzle?
Yeah. So basically, with like a standard puzzle. There's a picture on one side, and then the other side is just blank.
Yeah.
So they just printed another picture on the other side.
Okay, well then how am I supposed to pick which side to do?
You to pick.
Oh, well then no, because I hate picking.
What if you just do both? I'm gonna do this side.
I can't do both sides at the same time because it's double-sided.
Well, you do one side and then you take it apart and then do the other side.
No, because then I wouldn't want to take it apart to redo the other side. Yes, Creed, I love you. Respect you, but also happy.
So you don't want to choose.
Exactly.
And then you don't
Creed
want to
double-sided
redo
pizza. We want to. If it is stuffed pizza, where's the stuff would go?
Huh?
If it's a stuffed pizza, where does the stuff would go?
In the crust.
That's a crusty pizza then. Also, both for Creed and Alpha both said I would use a glass table. Use a glass table, and then I can look underneath it.
There you go. Great answer.
Look underneath it, and there we go. I'll get to do both without having to redo it. Then I just take the glass table, hang it up where it's not on the wall. I put two glass tables together to smash it, and then so basically I can look at it from both sides.
Yeah, you hang it up like a diorama.
Whatever that is, that taco said yes.
Like a marionette kind of thing?
Whatever that is, like Taco said yes.
Oh my god, Kiki. Like
I don't know what those words mean.
A puppet on a string.
How does that, well, you know, I thought that's what that meant, but at the same time I was like, what does that have to do with me smashing a picture in between two pieces of glass?
Yeah, you hang it on a string so it can like spin around.
Puppets don't spin around on a string. Oh, it's just, so I'm still confused.
The concept is that you hang it from a string, so.
But
you can
a puppet is not hanging from
We're
a string.
About a
it's
puzzle.
just but you use a puppet as a correlation.
No,
it
I
doesn't
use a
hang on a.
diorama.
What is a diorama?
A display that's hanging on a string.
A puppet's not a display hanging on a string. You use the strings
No,
to
but
control
you knew
it.
what I meant by a puppet.
That is not a good example. Stop being. What
Oh
was the
my
word you were
God.
using earlier? You were being vague. That's a vague answer again, Taco.
No, it's not vague for people who know what a marionette and a diorama are.
I'm pretty sure people who know what a marionette and a diorama is wouldn't say those two things go together when explaining it.
No, we would have stopped the diorama and they were like, yeah, hang it like a diorama. And we would have been like,
Then
cool.
why didn't we stop at diorama? You just explained to me what a diorama was.
Because I don't know how to explain.
You just explained it to me when I asked what is a diorama. You said something hanging from a string.
It's a display hanging from a string like a puppet.
A puppet doesn't hang from a string.
Yeah. Oh, you're talking about. I guess I'm talking about a marionette then.
Oh my gosh!
Is that another word?
What the fuck is a marionette?
It's a puppet that hangs from a string. You're talking about like a hand puppet. Or you're thinking of like a hand puppet, right? Like lamb chops. Or Elmo. I'm thinking like Pinocchio.
Which chat accent are you alright?
What?
right now.
What, y'all know these words? Oh my god. Y'all think I was just speaking in tongues all of a sudden. You know, wagga flagga, blagga 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 blagga.
Oh my god. Quick, open your mouth and put your tongue out and say marionette. Oh my god. Marionette puppets hang from string. I was going to say that. What is this awkward? Whatever Taco is trying to explain, he's high AF. I wish I could say the same. Taco, what have you had? Are you feeling alright? What? Both sides are white and spells different messages. Okay, that's... Oh, I would do a double-sided puzzle that is both white, but both sides spells different messages because I would want to know what both messages says. I would do that, yes. I don't know these words at Taco, but I don't know if you know they don't correlate. Yes!
They do correlate. It's like, yeah, they're not the same thing, but trying to get Kiki to understand what a diorama is leads to marionettes and puppets.
Are we sure it's not me that's high? Taco is high and we're all having the same fever dream.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yes, double-sided puzzle. Hanging from a string.
Where's Juan when you need him? We could have Googled it all.
Yes, exactly.
Oh, we wouldn't even have had this whole struggle. Juan would have just Googled everything and gave me a dictionary answer.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay, can we just start with the first word and just explain it?
Okay. So,
From a dictionary at Taco, please.
hang the puzzle from a string like a diorama.
Okay, what is a diorama?
God.
Because in my head, all I can think about is something that I know is not 100% even corresponding to a diorama. Keep thinking of like something rainbow for some odd reason. Not a kaleidoscope, but something like from the 80s or something.
Yeah, diorama, a miniature three-dimensional scene, often depicting a historical event. So like a diorama of the planets. You would hang each of the planets by a string and have them displayed out in space.
Okay. Diorama and marionettes don't correlate at all.
They...
Jack.
Wait, diorama and marionettes?
Yeah.
They hang from strings. Diorama and puppet does not correlate.
Replica of C, typically 3D. Yeah, bottom. Something to close in gas showcase for a museum there. Yeah. And then that's what the diorama is. As we've been saying diorama this whole entire time, I thought we were saying Delhi lava.
You know, double-sided puzzle like a Dalai Lama.
Oh my god! My face hurts. I wish I could say this other thing that I keep seeing on TikTok, but I can't speak it at all.
Oh my god.
Okay, so So then why did you put puppet in there if you knew a puppet didn't correlate with any of this at all?
I got Dalai Lama stuck in my head now. A marionette is a puppet, but not all puppets are marionettes.
A marionette is a puppet, but not all puppets are marionettes. Okay, yes, I can see that.
Yes, and I immediately thought of Pinocchio, and I'm like, it's a puppet.
Help us.
Pinocchio's a marionette.
Pinocchio is a marionette. What? So wait, Pinocchio's a puppet and marionette?
Yes. He's a type of puppet that is operated by the strings that he hangs from, which is a marionette.
But the jalapeno on a stick guy from that comedian dude is a puppet, but not a marionette.
Yes, because that puppet is operated, I guess, from the bottom.
Huh.
I guess those are dummies.
That's a dummy. But then what is... So
same thing. It's like a dummy is a puppet, but not all puppets are dummies.
Is a dummy a puppet? Do we agree on that, chat? Ping, you just missed the craziest conversation. Is a puppet a dummy? But no, yeah, no. A puppet. What did you say? Which way did you go with it?
A dummy is a puppet, but not all puppets are dummies.
I don't know if I can agree on that one.
Do you like sock puppet?
Sock puppet. I feel like it's just the wording of it. Because it's the same thing of saying a driveway is where you park, but you don't park on all driveways.
Wait. How that work?
Because sometimes you drive on certain driveways and then you park and then you don't park on those driveways that you drive on. Pinocchio is Mary Poppins. I gotta catch up with chat. Hold up. Oh my gosh.
It's like lamb chop.
Lamb chop?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me catch up my dang chat.
Okay.
Okay, let me see. So you can make a model of the solar system by putting spears on a stick. You can put spears on a stick. That is true. That's such a specific diorama, Taco. You needed to be specific. That way it could correlate with Bloody Mary. That still don't make a lot of sense, but it's getting a bit closer and acceptable.
Yay, progress.
It's a small scale, usually wooden figure as of a person with joint limbs that is moved from above by manipulation of attached strings or wire. Okay. Wooden figure, like you said, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Which in the marionette, sub major, come join our fever dream, is much more of a complex type of puppet that is suspended and controlled by a number of strings connected to the head, back, and limbs, plus sometimes a central rod attached to control bar held from above the puppeteer. Time for me to swap into Taco's audio again when that starts happening. Taco was high as F and confusing everybody. What defines a puppet? I can follow that logic. And not all dummies are puppets. Have you met me? No, Greed. Stop calling yourself a dummy. Because he likes to skip several steps in his thinking process. I mean, you did skip several steps. Because I feel like if we would have just went step by step, we would have had this correlation done. But because you skipped several steps, we didn't. A puppet is an object often resembling a human, animal, or mythical figure that is animated or manipulated by a person called a puppeteer. So a puppeteer manipulates a puppet and a marionette?
Yes, because both of them are puppets.
But both are not marionettes.
Yes, the marionettes operated by strings from the top, and like dummies are operated by the like putting your hand up their back and stuff like that. And then sock puppets are you put your hand in the sock and stuff like that. Like all the Sesame Street characters, they're puppets. And then there was that whole movie that was made with puppets. What was it? Not Fantasia. What is that movie? That old 80s movie.
Oh no. I'm trying to wrap my head around everything. I've had to extend how big my chat is so I can read more. Crit the LA Night catch right into the chat. Oh my god. So if a puppet is an object that is animated or manipulated by a puppeteer, then what defines a dummy? Depends on what kind of dummy, I reckon. A dummy is something designed to resemble and serve as a substitution for the real or usual thing. A counterfeit or sham, it's not meant to be manipulated. Dummies be defined by mock-ups. Dummies is not a puppet. Crash dummies test. That's what I was thinking, Alex. A crash dummy. So yeah, when you said a dummy's a puppet, I was all like, I don't know if crash dummies are considered a puppet. It's meant to stimulate, a person, but it's not manipulated. It's simply placed. Can we just agree that not all definitions will 100% encapsulate things that fits under the definition without excluding things that would be excluded? Because this is also not going to be perfect thing, no matter how much we devote the definition. Looked away for like a second. That's what happens when you get a good conversation going. It's all like, what the fuck just happened?
Yeah. Wow, crash dummy.
Yeah, because like literally the moment like you said dummies are puppets too, I was all like, my head went straight to a crash dummy. I was all like, how is that a puppet?
You know what? So yeah, that definition where it was like a representation of something. So a crash dummy would be a representation of a person, because you don't want to put a person in a car that you slam it against the wall. But a ventriloquist dummy is a puppet.
What is ventriloquist again?
Where they throw their voice like that. You said the dude name, the comedian's name.
But a ventriloquist. You said ventriloquist dummy?
Yes.
But wouldn't that just be a ventriloquist puppet then?
I think there's a specific reason why they're called ventriloquist dummies instead of ventriloquist puppets. And it may have to do with the actual definition, or it's like it's a representation of something. This is very interesting.
My head hurts. On top of all the laughing.
Oh my god. I wish Cortana worked.
I wish we had our human Cortana one here. Dummies are closer to dolls than puppets. Today we are diving into words and definition, and Taco is feeding us. The question is, are all puppets dolls? So is a crash dummy a doll? Puppets are not dolls. According to Webster, the difference between a puppet and a marionette is that a puppet is typically made of cloth and is manipulated by hands only. Marionettes are typically made of wood and are manipulated by wires and string. Marionettes are a type of puppets. Puppets in the... Okay, so puppets is an umbrella term.
Yes.
And then underneath it, you got everything else.
Yes.
Okay, so underneath puppets we have the marionettes, but then does a ventriloquist dummy fall underneath puppets, or does that fall underneath a dummy? And if dummies doesn't fall underneath puppets, as a umbrella term?
So I would say that dummies are under puppets.
But I thought we came over dummies are not puppets, they're closer to dolls.
Ooh, my brain. Um, so we're like umbrellaing a bunch of different things. So like
Under my umbrella, Ella.
Yeah, like yeah. So just like you said that the crash dummies are more dolls, but ventriloquist dummies are more puppets.
What?
So I guess instead of umbrellaing, that one kind of like goes into both categories.
Involvement. A ventriloquist dummy is a puppet, okay? And when they evolve an independent intelligence and start lying, their nose grows. Wait, not that movie. I think that is very common story too. Oh my gosh, great. What is a woman in trans discourse? You try to define what a chair is in a way that includes all things that are chairs and does not include anything that is not a chair. A chair is something that you sit in, but then that classifies a whole bunch of other things that are typically not chairs because you sit in them. Because there's bean bags and they're chairs, but they don't look like chairs. But then you have benches, and if you consider benches chairs, but they are not in the same form of how a chair works, you can say a bookcase is not a bookcase, but like certain dressers are chairs because of how low they are. You can technically sit on top of them, but you're not supposed to sit on top of them. And that, oh my God,
So-
not another time. No. Crash dummy. A crash test dummy is not a puppet because there is no manipulation involved. Okay. It's a chair defined as an elevated seating with support for your back. Crash dummies are under the umbrella of mannequins. Yes! Okay, that makes sense. That makes a lot of sense. So then you would split
is a
the
mannequin a doll?
dummies. Mannequins. I would say
Is a
mannequins
mannequin a
is...
doll?
I feel like a mannequin's a doll. I can agree with that.
Okay.
Because it's the same, like, because dolls are like, well, I mean, I guess depending on what kind of doll, because you have like the kids' dolls, or you have like, but then you like dress up dolls, and that's what you do with mannequins. You dress them up, at least the ones that are in like department stores and stuff. They're
Yeah,
just
if you just make a kid's doll just gigantic, does that just turn it into a mannequin?
I feel like if you sit there and pose it, yeah. Oh.
Does it turn into a mannequin after a certain size?
A chair is an elevated seating that supports your back, but if it's something that doesn't support your back but still elevated, it makes it a stool. But a stool is just a type of chair because chair is the umbrella term, and stool falls underneath that.
Would it be seat?
Isn't seat just a different word for sitting? Isn't that a verb?
I think seat is a noun.
So you mean if I go out to the store and ask them for a seat, they're gonna find me something that says seat?
No, I think it's like asking for a category. You wouldn't use it.
Is a motorcycle a chair? A chair on wheels?
If what, is a vehicle a seat?
I feel like now we're kind of making it too technical. A
I feel like the
a
umbrella term is seat
non-wheeled
rather than chair.
object that consists of flattened platform size to behold at least one person by performing the action of sitting. So it has to have no wheels. Is it seating, though, one way or another? That can be defined as a stool as well. Stools are a form of chair. No, they are not dolls. Dolls are smaller scaled figurines that are typically used as a child plaything. But you dress up dolls and you dress up mannequins. They can't be a bigger size doll?
Is there a different umbrella term for it then?
Like, if I go and buy a mannequin and I play dress up in house with a life-size mannequin, does that not just make it a doll?
I guess life-size doll?
Yeah, that used to be a mannequin. I'm missing the point of me bringing up that no definite. Oh, yes, agreed. I see the point, but the conversation aspect of it is still just as good. It's how arguments start. Unless you want to add the 4 legs. But not all chairs have 4 legs. Some chairs can have 3 legs and sit just fine. Then you have like the chairs that are like
They got one leg, like a loop that's just bent around.
yeah, or like the wheels on the like a gaming chair has like what, the 5 legs or something?
Oh, and then yeah, like computer chairs.
Yes.
And
Or
then
like-
you got those rockers that have no legs.
Yes, or people sit on like those stress balls. That's a ball. It's not even a chair, but apparently it's good to sit on. Apparently for your back and stuff.
Yeah, because it like forces you to use your core.
Yes. Oh, but then if you go with the way Alex was talking about, like if you want to add 4-legged, then you can just add horse as a chair.
Just any animal.
Oh, but then Alex also said non-wheeled object, and then if you say non-wheeled object, then you can't make a gamer chair because it has wheels.
Uh-huh.
Oh man, okay, no, they cannot be. The purpose of a mannequin are not for being a child's plaything. So if I just make a smaller mannequin the size of a doll, and I can't still call it a mannequin or a doll?
Like those drawing reference dolls, like the figures. It looks like a mannequin, but it's like tiny. It's like what, 6 inches tall, and you can like pose it in different ways. They're usually like on the cover of drawing books or sketchbooks.
What are those things that are used in like the picture still movies? The one that like they have to sit there and move it and then take a picture, then move it a little, take a picture, move it a little, take a picture.
Stop motion?
Yeah, what are those things called that they use? Are those mannequins, or is that a doll, or is that like something completely else different?
Wow. Is it a figure?
Alex added non-living to the definition. Our definition of what a chair can be is wild now.
Oh, it's getting longer and longer.
Folding chairs. So a dried, non-living, non-wheeled, static object that consists of elevated flatting platform size to hold at least one human being that is engaged in the action of sitting. So I can remove toilet from the definition. But a toilet's it's an appliance. But you sit on a toilet. I can see it being a chair. Oh my gosh.
looked up what are the things in stop motion movies called, and basically any object can be animated. So that category is just the subject that's being moved around. But it's either puppets, figures, or objects. So it could be a puppet if it's an actual puppet. It could be like a clay figure something that you just made out of clay. Or it could just be like a still object that you just slide around.
Let's see. So
Man,
back to the beginning. Every chair is a seat, but not every seat is a chair. An animated object would be better phrased to use, or at least typically a plumbing object. Some of them are benches, stop motion puppet. Those are puppets made of clay, and it's pure art. Purpose of what makes the difference. If it's meant to be for a child's plaything and it is small size yet human size, then it would be a doll. If it does not satisfy exactly all those categories, then it is not a doll. All or nothing. Ping, hearing this from you after you complained about you either go all or nothing with oil frying or not because air frying doesn't exist. I don't know if I can trust any opinion coming out of you.
Air frying doesn't exist.
Ping doesn't like air fryers. And he's like, you either oil fry it or you do not. It's all or nothing. Literally the moment he put that in there, I just flashed back to our earlier conversation today about air fryers. Oh, let's see. I read like 3, start having a conversation, and then 7 more messages pop up. So let's see. The dictionary defines chairs as a seat typically having 4 legs and a back for one person. Finally, somebody said the key word typically. See, so it needs to have back support to be a chair. A seat is a thing made or used for sitting on, such as a chair or a stool. We don't use typically here. Can you define the ground as a seat? Because I sit on the ground a lot. I mean, the English language is full of typically and its own rules. Yes, English is dumb. Yes, that is the point. The vowels are typically A, E, I, O, U, and sometimes Y is a vowel. There are so many exceptions to define all the time. I prefer air fryer. It is healthier. That is what I was saying, Alpha. But he's all like, it's all or nothing. Y is not defined as a vowel unless it's formed. No, not the Y. Y is not a vowel. I would use an air fryer more often, but the one we have is so annoying to clean. Wow, Y is a vowel. The words for, let's see, the words has no other vowels, or the letter is at the end of the word or a simile: candy, deny, bicycle, acrylics. So major is either clogged by veins or ice starve. Now the new argument is chat is Y a vowel.
Oh my goodness.
We've gotten past the chair part because it's typically because of the typically word.
Typically
throws so much. We're asking the real life questions here.
I do like that seat came in.
Well, seat came in the definition, I'm pretty sure. Is that where I saw that at?
Like seat is the umbrella term.
No, seat I'm pretty sure was the vowel.
Oh.
Well, not the vowel, the verb. I'm sorry, I'm on the stupid verb vowel thing that is talking about now. Let's see, where is it? Yeah, the dictionary defines chair as a seat typically for having 4 legs and a back for one person.
Yes.
Why is my Spotify being a butt right now?
For some reason, there was one part when you said seat where I think I kind of followed where you were going, but I still not sure.
I don't know. There's so much going on at the moment. I don't know what to go. There's so many like conversations we've dipped in just because of the first, like, the starting of the
double-sided puzzle.
No, it wasn't the double-sided puzzle. It was the puppet It was you trying to say
the diorama.
The diorama is a marionette and a puppet and stuff. And me not knowing what the marionette and the diorama
or the Dalai Lama
or Green threw in the Dalai Lama. That was just funny. And then there was a third word. It was like 3 words you had said that I couldn't figure out what they all were, and that's what freaking threw us all in there. 2 vowels join in one form one speech sound. Oi and toy, a and day and a and monkey. It is also regarded as a vowel. Yes, that's what I said. Okay. So I and those words are in the final syllable. Oh my gosh. So did Ping just say that a vowel, that Y is a vowel? After him just saying that Y isn't a vowel? If Y is a vowel, then K and counts as one. Y is sometime a vowel. Yeah, Y is sometime a vowel. That's why it's like A, E, I, O, U, and sometime. No, A, E, I, O, U is a game of something. Why the fudge did that come in my head?
What?
It's the clapping thing. Down by the river, the hanky-panky, where the bullfrogs jump from bank to bank and saying A-E-I-O-U bamboo. Where the fudge did that come from?
What?
That's the not the handshake thing, but it's the clapping thing that we used to do when we were younger. And then you're like A-E-I-O-U. You do the side to side thing. And it was all like, and then it goes A-E-I-O-U, bam, and then you try to slap the other person's hand. I don't know where that came from.
Have never in my life heard of that.
Oh, no. Green, I was just trying to make a point about typically being necessary in the definition as often as used. Yeah, I agree. That is so true. But we like to cause chaos here, like Alpha said earlier. And I appreciate the chaos. When it started off as a word, yard. Oh, okay, Y represents a consonant when it starts off the beginning of a word or the first okay, so like yard, lawyer, and beyond. Webster is sending me down the rabbit hole. Rip Ping, we've lost him forever. What different tones and what vibes the tones here you give? Now I'm curious. Nothing but education in this chat. Read. Welcome back, Wolf. Why is sometime a vowel as in depending on the case? Yes, I agree with you. Why is sometime a vowel? I can bring up the IPA now.
I'd like to know the rules for vowels and rules for consonant.
Oh no. Please don't. I don't want to go to bed trying to think about my life's a lie and I was taught that Y is sometime a vowel, but now it's not. Can usually write off people who don't answer seriously, and then the people who do answer seriously are people who get caught in their own pretty easily. A vowel, oh my gosh, here we go. Vowel is one made with your mouth open and your tongue in the middle of your mouth, not touching your teeth, lips, etc. In other words, there is minimal manipulation of airflow while expelling a vowel sound. And Major wants to dip oil in his veins or starve. I don't know if I really understand that part. Green, have I told you how freaking cool your name is? That actually, if you want to fry something, then oil frying is the only way. See? He can't get behind Pink because he says frying is the only way.
Oh.
See, my thing is, I like air frying for reheating a lot of things. So I will give it that. If I want something freshly fried, I would prefer like chicken and French fries. If I want to go and like make some from scratch, I would prefer to the first time around oil fry them. But if I say I go out and I buy chicken or French fries and they're already cooked, or in the case of what brought this up, my frozen dino nuggies, I would rather stick them in the air fryer when I have to heat them up because it tastes way better. That's what started this whole entire thing about figuring out why Ping didn't like air frying. Oh, I should count as a vowel. If you don't count it as a vowel, it will make me cry.
So there's this weird word in the definition called a diphthong.
Yeah, Pings brought that up. I just thought that was a made-up word that he had said. And I was like, I don't know what that means, and I don't want to start another debate on what the fudge that word means.
Yeah. So all the vowels, when you say them and sound them out, it looks like your tongue doesn't go anywhere.
Yeah, and then that's what Ping brought up as in like the IGA of a vowel and stuff. No, IPA. IPA.
Oh, I thought you were talking about beer.
No. That's what Ping was all like, I can bring up the IPA now. And then you was all like, something. And then that's when I read the whole about the manipulation of the mouth and tongue and stuff.
Okay. I just heard IPA. I was like, oh, they talk about beer. I'll go back to building.
I've literally just been standing here staring at a camel for while this whole entire thing has gone down.
Okay, so I get it now. Well, that's sometimes why.
Also, I'm so happy everybody's loving this conversation, but I'm realizing what time it is and I have to go. As much as I want to continue this conversation, I gotta go. Yeah. What the fudge is... Oh, why is my Discord stopping my freaking Spotify? That is the weirdest... Okay, well, now I know what's stopping it. Okay, well, I'll figure that out later. Okay, well, I do have to go, though, because it is... It is time for me to go and hang out with my friends before I go to bed for work. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry, chat. I have to go, though. I had enjoyed this whole conversation, though. Oh my gosh. This was a very interesting stream. Oh my gosh. But it was fun hanging out.
Fun as always.
Yep. But I gotta go, and I'll see you next time.
I will see you
Tomorrow.
Yes.
Yep. See ya.
Night.
There we go. Okay. Do, 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 do. I before E except after C is pretty weird. That one is pretty weird. I ain't even gonna lie. I wish I could, Alex, but I really do have to work tomorrow. So sadly, I cannot stay. I'm getting abandonment issues from this. I'm sorry. I am very sorry. I really do have to work tomorrow, though, and I really gotta go. I wish I could, but I really cannot stay much longer. This was a wild roller coaster of a stream. This was very much a wild roller coaster of a stream. And the few things in the English language that I have actually taken the time to study because it's much more useful when you are dealing with words than more than other realizes. CHU mean ignore children hopes and dreams. I think that's a good motto. Toodles. No Raffle Corporation headquarters. Don't forget to hydrate. Trust me, I've been hydrating this whole entire time. I've almost been through my whole entire bottle. Continue. What the fudge? Oh my gosh. I can't with you guys. I gotta go. I 100% gotta go. You guys remember me though. Usually we be playing modded Minecraft together or Deep Rock Galactic. They are streaming, and so it is very rare that Mito is actually streaming. So I'm going to send you guys his way. Feel free to, if you want to bring all of this up to him. I know he likes having these kind of conversations too. So he could appreciate this conversation as much as you guys appreciate having this conversation here. But yes, thank you all for stopping by. I appreciate you all. This was the craziest
Kiki, I swear to
stream.
God, if you cut off stream in the middle of me saying this, I am going to cry so hard.
I won't.
If this message does not reach the end of its audio, IT will be so distressing. IT will haunt me for the rest of the night. It would be so mean and stuffs. Seriously, don't do it. I mean it. I will fart in my brother's face in frustration if I don't get to hear IT all.
There you go. You got to hear it all. But as always, I appreciate you all. I love you all. I hope you all have a great day, night, evening, wherever you are in the world. And I will see you guys next time. Nah, I didn't get to get my saying out, Green. If you would have sent it after I got my saying out, I would have cut it off. But you know I have to do my ending.